Hello everybody! You already know who I am, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is MayorBear629 here with my review on Evil Spatula, the Season 9 episode of SpongeBob requested by 22 Tiger Dude. So, I'm not going to keep you good folks waiting any longer. Let's get on to the review. So, Evil Spatula opens at the Krusty Krab, where we see Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob mixing up some weird toxin or something in a bucket, which I guess is supposed to clean all the dirty money the customers gave them. And it explodes due to SpongeBob putting too much of some explosive solution in it. And at this really early point in the episode, I have to admit, I've already laughed. Hard. Suddenly, they hear the fax machine, which I guess they have now, but it turns out to be just Plankton sneaking into the Krusty Krab yet again to saw SpongeBob's spatula in half, so it'll break when he uses it. Now where have I seen this idea before? Oh well, moving on. SpongeBob goes to the hardware store to buy a new spatula, and Plankton, knowing he'll show up at some point, meets him there and convinces him to have a look at a really special spatula he keeps at the chum bucket, called the Majestic Sizzle Master. SpongeBob takes it, and then it's revealed that this whole thing is just another one of Plankton's schemes to get his hands on the Krabby Patty formula. It turns out that Plankton can make the Sizzle Master talk, and he does so by talking into a microphone at the chum bucket. SpongeBob, though, back at the Krusty Krab at this point, thinks it's the Sizzle Master talking and of course has no idea what Plankton's up to. The quote-unquote spatula repeatedly tries to convince SpongeBob to let him, her, it, whatever the heck the spatula is supposed to be referred to as, handle the grill. But SpongeBob refuses until the next morning when quote-unquote Sizzle Master convinces him he needs a break. Sizzle Master burns the rest of the Krabby Patties, but convinces SpongeBob to let him, her, it, mix up some new ones. All they need now, though, is, bada bing, the secret formula. Mr. Krabs sees SpongeBob trying to open the safe and knows what's really going on when SpongeBob explains he got the spatula from Plankton. As a result, Mr. Krabs gives SpongeBob a fake secret recipe and tells SpongeBob to read that to Plankton instead of the real one. Can you guess what one of the ingredients is? Yep, it's the same explosive SpongeBob used earlier in the episode. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess what happens next. Didn't see that coming, right? Anyway, that's pretty much how the episode ends. So, the big question is, what did I think about this episode? Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed it. A lot. It had me laughing from the very beginning, especially with some of the dialogue, like in the scene with Sizzle Master being used as Gary's litter box cleaner. As for the storyline, I kinda had mixed feelings about it. I know a lot of people think this storyline is a blatant copy of All That Glitters, but the truth is, it's really not. That is, if you ignore the fact that both episodes involve SpongeBob breaking his spatula and having to get a new one. If you dig deep into the plots of both episodes, though, you'll see there's a huge difference between the two. All That Glitters has SpongeBob breaking his spatula accidentally, crying about it for 5 minutes, selling everything he owns to buy a new one, and then realizing new isn't always good. Whereas Evil Spatula has Plankton purposefully sabotaging SpongeBob so his spatula breaks, and he convinces SpongeBob to take a new spatula from him as a way of getting to the Krabby Patty formula. Yeah, these two stories are almost nothing alike, besides that one element. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I actually appreciate the fact that the writers decided to use this idea. Yes, the fact that they took this plot element from All That Glitters might indicate that they're starting to run out of new material, but I see Evil Spatula almost as the producer's way of saying, okay, we really like the idea of SpongeBob breaking his spatula, but All That Glitters didn't go over so well with our audience, so we'll try this again. And I have to say, they succeeded. Admittedly, I didn't hate All That Glitters like the majority of fans, but I do agree this episode was quite a bit better, humor-wise anyway. Plot-wise, it wasn't the greatest, but I'm getting a little tired of complaining about Plankton episodes all being basically the same, so I should just get over myself about that. After all, I watch SpongeBob mainly for the humor anyway. So, there you have it, folks. This is MayorBear62990, signing out.